Hi everyone, Michael Sandler here. I want to talk with you today about what happens before you were born. Well, you say, well, before I was born, did I even exist? Well, you are an energetic being. Truth be told, you are energy having an energetic experience in human form, meaning incarnate in this meat suit or this rental suit, this beautiful body that you have or spaceship that you have to carry you around through this earth school. But that's not all of who you are. That's who you appear to be in this lifetime. For instance, I'm setting up a video game right now, a virtual game, to be able to ride my bicycle in a virtual world and race against other people. How does it get any better than this? Without SUVs on the road. Woohoo! That is me having an energetic experience in the online virtual racing world. We do the same thing here in the Earth School. We're energy having an energetic experience on the other side of the veil. Meaning, there is you that's here, but there's you that is here, that is infinite, that is divine, that is everywhere at the same time. Now, when you're on the other side, you're kind of flitting around, you're having fun, you're learning lessons, you're growing, you're being with your soul family or your soul group. However, there comes a time after your last lifetime where you've rested a bit, you've gone to, I don't know, whatever vacation island you want to go to, for instance, on the other side of the veil, and you go, I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to go to school again. I'm ready to learn at an even higher level. And at that point, you get together with your soul family or group, and you might even go, who wants to come with me on the journey this time? And then you may get together with some guides, you may get together with some angels. Now, I've had 2 near-death experiences. I have not been this far down the rabbit hole consciously, but I have to a certain extent with hypnotherapy and past life regressions. So with that said, you go, you talk with your soul family, you talk with your soul group, you talk with your elders, you may talk with the ancestors, you certainly talk with your guardian angel and say, in my case, guardian angel Maximilian, what are you up for this time? And I can hear him saying right now, I'm up for anything, but whew, do you make things challenging, Michael? So you meet with everyone here, and then you go to a council of elders. And I can remember from my past life regression, sitting in front of, I don't know if it was like 12 or 13 elders there around kind of this half circle table. And they did a life review with me. And maybe it was even many lifetimes, where they showed me what I'd done, who I am, where I'm going, some weaknesses, we'll put that in quotes, weaknesses that I've had in the past, and how I can potentially use them and work through them in this next lifetime. The same thing takes place for you. Not only do you get a life review after you leave this earth school, we call that death, not only after you transition out of here, you get a life review where you look at everything that you've learned, experienced, grown through, and been challenged with your previous lifetime. See, once you get here, you're in a state of collective amnesia. That's the only way you can play your role. Because if you knew who you were, if you knew all the lifetimes that you've had, this infinitude of lifetimes, then it becomes really difficult to get wrapped up in a role. It's sort of like watching a movie and knowing all the behind the scenes stuff. It's not a fun movie anymore. It's kind of cool to see the behind the scenes action, but you can't get lost in the plot. On the other side of the veil, we're coming up with a plot. We're coming up with a plot line. Who's going to participate? All of the actors, actresses, all of the plot lines, subplot lines, maybe even subplot lines. There are a lot of surprises. We'll be talking about that in a future video. But you come up with the basics. You meet with your soul family. You meet with your angels and your guides to discuss what is this journey I wish to undertake for my highest good and for the highest good of all. What does that mean? For my highest good. I talk about that a lot. For my highest good and for the highest good of all means What experience can I have to learn and grow and expand in this earth school the next time I come back? What experience can I have to help all of consciousness, all of the universe, to expand and grow this next lifetime as well? Because you are not operating, you, my friend, are not operating just for you. You don't exist in a vacuum. Truth be told, you both are infinite, you exist everywhere, and you exist nowhere. Quantum science shows there is no separation between you and me. Actually, at the end of the day, there's just energy. There's just possibility. With that possibility, it means that you are part of this everything. As a part of this everything, what you do matters to everyone and everything. So you have a soul mission for your own learning, for your own experiences, for your own growth, certainly. But you also have experiences for all of consciousness, which is why you meet with your angels, you meet with your guides, and then you go back before the Council of Elders. Who in the world is the Council of Elders? I was gifted. Actually, I've been gifted a few times in a few different ways. Hopefully you haven't had to have the same gifts I did. I've been gifted with 2 near-death experiences. Ow! It taught me a lot about the universe. And then I had several past life regression hypnotherapy sessions. Not so ow! Where I got to see myself in front of this Council of Elders. It seemed like this half table around me, maybe it was a full circle and I just didn't look 360 degrees, but it seemed like 12 or 13 elders around this kind of U-shaped table, me in the middle. And first I got a life review. Now, if you've heard of life reviews, this tends to be, we think of a life review when we leave Earth, we go through the tunnel, we're kind of birthed again on the other side. We're in heaven, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. And we have a life review where we get to see everything that took place while we were here. The good, the bad, the ugly, the works. Not to shame us, not to blame us, not to say we did anything wrong, because it's all learning, it's all growth. Really, even though it certainly doesn't look like it, it's all love. And so we got this life review to help us to learn and to grow. Now, that was life review number 1. Now you played up in heaven, you had some fun, you visited a galactic island, you hung out on the beach, you zipped around, you did your Superwoman or Superman thing, you hung out with friends and family, your whole soul family, and then you said, I'm ready to come back. And so the elders pulled up the giant big screen and then gave you another life review, where instead of just looking at your past life, you looked at your past life, your past life, your past, giving you a totality of who and what you are before asking you, or in my case, asking Michael, what do you want to learn now? Not what do you want to do, not who do you want to be, but what do you wish to learn now? In a sense, you get to choose your curriculum. You get to choose the highest level degree you desire. Now, maybe you're still exhausted on some level and you say, I want to come here to learn how to overcome exhaustion. Or maybe in your last lifetime you struggled with compassion. I want to come back and learn how to be a kinder, more compassionate individual. Or maybe last lifetime you were struggling with attachment, control. So maybe you say, I want to come back and learn how to let go of this need for attachment, this need for control. It could be anything. Truth be told, often the very thing that you want to learn about is the very thing that is taken away from you in the beginning. This is how we can start to see our soul contract. And in an upcoming video, I'm going to be talking all about our soul contract. But one way you can tell you've got a soul contract, look for repeating patterns in your life and look for what is missing. If there is no peace in your life, you may have come here to learn about peace. If there is no forgiveness in your life, you may have come to learn about forgiveness. If there is no abundance or wealth in your life, you may have come to learn about exactly that. It's the opposite side of the same coin of what you're living. When you recognize it, it sets you free. Because truly, sort of like what Don Miguel Ruiz, we've had him on the show. He talked about, we had a brilliant book on the 4 agreements. You may have heard of that. He had another brilliant book on the actor. When you come here, you're choosing a role to play. You have collective amnesia because if you knew who and what you truly were, the movie wouldn't make sense. The role wouldn't make sense. So you have your amnesia, but you come here to play a role for your highest good and the highest good of all. So you're before the Council of Elders. What happens there? You tell them what you would like to learn about. It's kind of cool. You say what you've had fun with, what you didn't have fun with. You may even ask for what you'd like to experience. Here's some really cool stuff. Your personality is your personality. In many ways, is your personality. Now, if you're saying, well, I'd like to improve my personality, on the other side, your personality rocks. Actually, I'm sure your personality rocks here too. I am sure of it. Don't change a thing. But your personality stays with you for an infinite number of lifetimes. Don't worry, you're not trapped, you're not stuck, you're awesome. Now, your talents and skills can change. What you come in here with can change. I'd like more power. That can change. I'd like more compassion. That can change. All of these things, your sexuality, your color, your creed, all of this, all of those are in a sense minor details because you're everything on the other side. You're the divine. You are the divine. With that said, your likes and likes often stay the same or at least transition slowly. So, for instance, I love physical activity. I like running mountains. I love racing on my bicycles. I love skating across the giant lake you can't see behind me because it's so bright outside. I love all of this physical activity. This is not the only lifetime I have loved that. And chances are, next lifetime, and there will be a next lifetime. As Jessica said recently, we have an expiration date. I liken it to life would be much easier if we were a loaf of bread. If we had the expiration date across our forehead, we would live more fully, more completely. We would embody the works, and we would do the work now. And we would love more now. But when I go and I come back, chances are I will enjoy this physicality as well. This is why, for instance, there are savants, musical savants, for example, who come in able to play the most incredible music. And you're going, that must have taken lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to cultivate. You're right. So, you're going to come back here. You're going to bring all of your, not the same exact hopes and dreams, but you're going to bring with you your likes, your loves, things you enjoy doing, things you want to do while you are here. You get to take them all with you. I recently saw a documentary, I won't come up with the name of it, a gentleman, a free climber, who climbed the most amazing peaks before he transitioned, quote unquote, early, without ropes, without anything. He would do things in the wintertime that people wouldn't even do, the best climbers in the world wouldn't even do in the summertime. He had done these things many times before, and he came here with a soul mission. With your Council of Elders, you're going to come up with a soul mission. That mission will have a physical purpose to it. What do I mean by physical? I don't mean about your body. What I mean is there will be something specific in this world of physicality you came here to do. Chances are many things. So for instance, there was part of my soul mission to be a bicycle racer. Part of my soul mission to get multiple degrees and learn how to help people with learning disabilities. Part of my soul mission, coach. Part of my soul mission, teach and share on YouTube and have these great shows. And part of my soul mission, to write. And on it goes. The same thing for you. These pieces aren't so much set in stone, and we'll talk more about them in a future show. However, you came here with a mission to do, achieve, or be one or many. I'm going to clarify that here. This is 2022 or beyond. We don't have just one iteration anymore. When I first went to school, way back when, barefoot walking through snow 10 miles to school. When I went to school years ago, your job was to graduate, get with one company for a lifetime, have a family, retire, call it good. One company, one job, one specific thing you did. Those days are gone. In fact, people are jumping from career to career to career, from business to business to business, more fluidly than ever before. So chances are your mission, part of what's called your soul contract, chances are it will have a great amount of ebb and flow to it. And on the other side, before you come back, you're helping come up with this dance. You're working with the elders to come up with this dance for one key specific reason. For your growth and the evolution of consciousness. I guess we could call that two reasons, but it's really the same thing. What do I want to do? What do I want to be? What do I want to experience? How do I wish to grow in this next lifetime? Here's a cool one. What do I want to heal? So there's this idea of karma. Well, he has bad karma. Oh, I have bad karma from past lifetimes and everything keeps growing wrong. Not quite. Karma is not about, and I get to make a series of videos on this, but karma is not about, it's very misunderstood, it's not about bad things happening to you because you did bad things. It's about learning, gifts, and opportunities coming to you to help clear old wounds and blocks. There was a Spielberg movie a few years ago on a virtual reality world. Real Player One, I believe was the name of it. In Real Player One, the programmer who created this virtual world had Easter eggs. He called them Easter eggs, bonuses that were hidden in the virtual world, where if you got it, it changed your world experience. You gained power, you gained wealth, you gained wisdom, you gained popularity. Well, these Easter eggs are real, and they're hidden for us in this virtual world called Earth. Easter eggs are real, hidden for us in this virtual world called Earth. They're called the Earth School. What are these Easter eggs? It is replaying, in a way, old wounds, karma, in order for us to learn and grow. So when you keep finding repeating patterns, realize that's a gift I get to clear. It's a gift in disguise, and it's a gift that can hurt a little bit, but it's a gift to help you grow. It's a completely different way of looking at the world, a completely different way of understanding karma. But for now, karma is a gift. They're Easter eggs. Yeah, but Michael, these Easter eggs don't feel fun. Remember, you're a divine being. You're infinite. You're energy, having an energetic experience in human form. You're an earthtronaut. You came here to learn and explore and grow. Let's take this from the metaphor of a vacation. We all love a good vacation where we can kick back and relax. Some of us like to relax for a little bit, some for a lot of it. But those aren't the vacations we remember. What we remember are the vacations where things blew up. I go to Morocco, I get mugged, I mug the mugger back, whatever that means. So I'm dragging him to the police station. I have food poisoning and have to have a 500-kilometer taxi ride to repatriate me or get me out of there. I'm so sick. I have the gentleman at the carpet store try to trade me a Berber carpet for my travel companion. These are the stories. These are real things that happen. These are the stories we remember because they enrich in our lives the most. It's not the easy things we remember. It's not the kicking back on the couch we remember. It's the remembrances that challenged us. Your karma is not bad. It came here to challenge you, to help you to grow, to expand, to get light. We'll dive in more about that in an upcoming video. We'll really dive into karma. But understand, part of what you did with your council of elders is to say, what can I clear this lifetime? What can I learn and grow and experience so that I can grow lighter? Now, it's interesting. I met with my council of elders. I'm on the other side. And I'm known for big things. I don't like to do things small. There's nothing wrong with doing it one way or the other. And small is actually a judgmental term. I don't mean it as small. I mean, I love to climb big mountains. I was 18, 19 years old. I'm going over to race bicycles in Europe, trying to make it to the Tour de France. I'm always thinking big, really big. I believe this new generation, you may be one of them, is really thinking big too. So I go to the Council of Elders and I say, I want to learn as much as I possibly can this lifetime. Give me the works. If you can remember what not to say for your next lifetime, it may well be, give me the works. Because I was getting it. By the time I was, 42, 43, I think I was somewhere in there, maybe 44, I had taken inventory and found that I had somewhere either 34 or 36 life experiences where I'd been hospitalized, for instance, with broken bones, or had serious injury or illness. 34 or 36 times, almost one time a year. Started as a baby born with tongs and a cone head, and then 2 sets of stitches, I think head, they called it, cracked open by the age of 2, and on it went. First off, there was some karma that got to be burned away, helped me to learn and to grow and get lighter. And now I can hear Roo has gotten up, so I will rescue Roo the rooster as soon as we finish this. So I asked for the works. I asked to have as many challenging life experiences as I could so that I could grow. In a sense, we all do this. Maybe not as severe, but we all ask for challenging life experiences so that we can grow. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening this lifetime for you. Here's the secret, though. Oh, well, actually, let's go back to the Council of Elders. The Council of Elders, the elders said, you can't handle the truth, Michael. That's too much. And I said, no, give me the works. I can handle it. And I can still picture the booming voice. Your wish is my command. And then here I am in the earth school. Boom, 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 and on it goes. I've learned, I've grown, I've expanded. Whatever you've asked for, you've learned, you've grown, you've expanded as well. So if I was to wrap all of this up and then come join me on an upcoming video about our soul contract and if it can be changed, because that's what I'm talking about here, is we come up with a soul contract together with the Council of Elders, together with our soul family. We come up with a soul contract, a plan for what we come in here to learn and grow and experience and do, and how we can get lighter and how we can expand our consciousness. The term that people like to use today is transcend. How we can learn from this experience to ascend and transcend this world. Not to leave it behind, but to recognize it for the school that it is, and to squeeze every bit of juice of learning, of growth out of it we can. So here's the takeaway. You spent all this time on the other side, getting ready, re-energizing, working with your team, working with your guardian angels, working with your team, working with your guardian angel, working with your guides, working with the elders, and of course with your soul family or loved ones who will come back in here with you for this next lifetime. And you planned this out, not the exact specific details, but you planned out the big picture here for things that would happen for you and through you, not to you. Nothing that you came here for, nothing about your soul contract was about being a victim. You're not a victim. You're here to rock it. You're here to rock this world. There is nothing about this lifetime that is about victimhood. Erase victimhood from your consciousness, from your verbiage, from anything to do with you. Nobody did anything to you. The universe didn't do anything to you. Your angels didn't do anything to you. Your higher self didn't do anything to you. I know some people would actually want to argue with their higher self, the part of them that's still on the other side of the veil. It's saying, why'd you do this to me? Nothing's been done to you. It's for you. It's through you. It's helping you grow. It's helping you learn. It's helping you expand. How does it get any better than this? I didn't say it's easy. The great stuff in life never is. At least here in the Earth School, this heavy dimension, we learn through challenge. We can look at the perfect metaphor of building muscle. How do you build muscle? You lift something heavy, you get strained, your muscle overworks itself, you rest. It goes, well, that was interesting. It builds itself back a little stronger. You go and lift again. Gets easier, so you get a little bit more weight, you do it again, it gets a little bit harder, the muscle gets strained, the muscle then rests, goes, that's interesting, and builds itself back stronger. That's what you're doing, lifetime after lifetime, experience after experience, moment by moment on the Earth School. You are getting stronger, you are growing, you are becoming the totality of this universal, infinite, all-powerful being, who you are, who you were, and who you were meant to be. So when the crap goes down here on this Earth School, recognize it. Aha! Something in my soul contract, something that can have an incredible outcome for me. If I recognize that I am not a victim and that this is happening for me. I got hit, I'm sure you've heard, well maybe you haven't. I got hit 2.5, almost 3 months ago now, on Jessica's birthday. So, wow, 3 months and 2 days ago, I got hit by an SUV while on my bike. Knocked unconscious, beyond lucky to be alive. Thank you, guardian angel. Thank you, guardian angel. I wake up in the ambulance and I'm already in a state of prayer. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I kept repeating that the entire time to the hospital and beyond. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I recognized this was an experience happening through me, happening for me, helping me to grow and expand. I recognize the significance of it. Now, certainly being on Jessica's birthday, that's my wife, on her birthday, had some huge significance to it. And we have a bunch of other videos on signs and symbols and synchronicities. And we have a recent YouTube live on signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Recognize these things, anchor them in. But no, none of this happened by accident. None of this happened to hurt you or to hurt your infinite divine self. We learn through stress and strain and challenge here in this Earth School. So the hurt may be temporary to help you to grow. I'm rocking it since that accident. You can be and probably are rocking it since some of the major challenges in your life as well. Use them, give thanks for them, and know that you signed up for an amazing, immense lifetime, far greater than you could ever have imagined. And the simplest way to step into this is to recognize I am not a victim. I set this up for learning, for growth, to learn how to rock it. And then step forward into that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of upcoming videos, live events, premieres with me. I have live events every Monday night, live events with my wife on occasion now as well. How does it get any better than this? We have a School of Mystics. Learn all about becoming a mystic. That's at InspireNationUniversity.com. Here's the link for the next amazing video. Big thumbs up, share, put your comments below, join, click the join button for the Mystic Circle, and above and beyond all else, shine bright. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Love you guys.